50 years ago, Pamela came home to find her 3-year-old son lying in a pool of blood and her husband nowhere to be found. The police report showed that the child suffered multiple lacerations and head injuries. Although the child survived these horrific injuries, he tragically passed away at 8 years old from a choking accident. At the time of the injuries, Pamela's ex was charged with intent to kill, but her younger son, David, believes the police were looking at the wrong person the whole time. Pamela, were you involved in the beating of your 3-year-old son back in 1974?
No.
What happened that day?
It was just like any other day. I worked 11 to 7, and he was like 32, and I was like 17.
Oh, your husband?
Yes,
yeah.
And so...
Was the relationship between you and the guy bad?
Yes, well, it was bad. He would beat on me, but he would never touch the children. But he would say, if you don't, this is, but you're going to be here and you're going to do what I tell you to do.
He was abusive to you?
Yes, yes, and for no reason. I worked every day. So what happened was I went to work that night, and I worked the graveyard shift. To work at 11 o'clock, got off 7 o'clock every morning so I could get home. The kids would always meet me at the door because Mom was home. It was time to get ready to go to school. And whenever the log truck was gone, when I pulled in the driveway, and I thought, well, maybe. And I thought, well, no, because it's a school day. And so then I thought, well, just maybe he just went to get some milk or something. I didn't know. So what I done was I went in the house. We had a little bitty trailer house. And I went running in the house, and looking for everybody, and realized that nobody was there. I didn't think. And then just as I got ready to go out the front door, something just told me something wasn't right. And so when you walked in the trailer, there was a little bedroom right here. And when I opened the door, my son Wayman's back was turned to me. And all I could see was his corduroy coveralls he had on. And I said, Wayman. And he didn't answer me. He did not answer me. And so I went over there and rolled him over. Oh my God, it was the worst. He was black and blue. There was blood all over the place and stuff. And it was just horrible. I just couldn't imagine what could have happened. And so I took him, and because there was a sheriff that lived right down the hill from where we live, and his wife was a nurse. She said, well, let's just go to the hospital. I said, no, we need to go to the cops. Somebody did this, something happened.
Well, your son needed medical treatment.
Right, but I wanted the cops to see what had happened. He was talking to me, just saying, Mom, and he was just hanging on to me. So he was conscious, he was talking, he wasn't unconscious, or I would have took him straight to the hospital.
Okay. Did the police go and arrest this guy?
Yes, but they also sent Wayne to the hospital after that for 2 days because he needed to go. And
what did they determine what his injuries were?
He was badly beaten and bruised all over his whole body and with all sorts of things. I don't know what happened. I mean, and
so they locked him up, right?
They locked him up. He was out in an hour on a $1,000 bond.
Well, and did he ever get convicted of this crime?
No, he did not.
Why not?
Because right after I found, after this happened, I just wanted to get my son away from it, and then I found out I was pregnant at the same time with this guy's baby.
So you left the state?
I left the state and went to Louisiana.
And so they were never able to charge him?
They charged him.
Charged him, but they couldn't do anything because you disappeared with the kids.
Right. Because
one kid and pregnant with the mother.
Because whenever he got
Do you think that was a good idea?
Well, whenever you get a call on your phone, whenever you're trying to gather the stuff whenever you're trying to go, and he goes, I'm going to kill you and Wayman both with a shotgun.
So you were in fear for your life?
Yes, I was, right?
Okay.
How could I have done anything
no,
if we were dead?
I understand. Now, your son received permanent damage from this abuse, right?
Yes, he did.
And how did that affect him?
He had seizures about every hour and a half. And then,
So this guy destroyed a healthy young boy.
Whenever they did the autopsy on him.
Was this his boy?
No.
Okay, so it wasn't like he did this to his own son.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, so maybe it was easier for him to do it because it wasn't his son.
It wasn't his son. And they said he would never be no smarter than a 12-year-old after the beating.
Now, he died at 8.
Yes.
How did he die?
Okay, what happened, that he was at school, and he was doing fine, and his regular teacher that took care of him every day and knew he had seizures and stuff like that, and knew what to do, took a trip to Africa. And so he had a substitute teacher. So the substitute teacher said that Wayman tried to stab her with a pair of those rounded scissors, you know. And I don't know what happened. They called me, I went to the school, and I said, prove to me that Wayman did this.
What happened to him?
So they ended up going, okay, we're going to have to put him in a mental hospital because he just tried to stab a teacher with a pair of scissors.
Okay.
And I'm going, no.
So what happened in the institution?
So while he was in the hospital, I dropped him off at 8 o'clock that morning. At 1 o'clock, I got a phone call that he choked. They said he choked to death on a baby carrot while he was in the hospital.
Okay. Did you ever abuse your son?
No.
Did you ever see this guy abusing your son?
No.
So you never saw your son get abused. You never abused him.
No.
And then David is Robert David's father?
No.
Oh, this is another child
Yeah,
by somebody else?
David was only 8 months old when Wayman died.
Oh, okay.
So David wasn't even born yet whenever this happened.
Okay. But David, how's your relationship with him?
Not very good because my mother and my whole family thinks that I'm the one that done it.
Why would your own mother and your own family think that you did it?
You know, that's a good question. I don't know.
You have no idea?
Yes, I have a lot. I have a lot of ideas.
Well, tell me one.
Okay, for one, she was sleeping with Robert. She was sleeping with him.
Your mom?
My mom was sleeping with him. I caught them. I caught them.
You caught them in bed?
I caught them in bed. That's how my finger, the end of my finger, like it snowed and started snowing.
When did you catch them? Before he did this to Wayman?
Right before he done it to Wayman.
So right before he did this to Wayman, you caught your mom sleeping with Robert?
Yes, I did.
And you stayed?
I've got 4 of the kids to take care of, plus my son. I didn't think he was going to beat him.
How many kids were yours biologically?
1.
Ron, is David the only one that feels this way about you?
No, none of my children talk to me.
How many more do you have?
6.
Okay. And none of them talk to you?
No, they'll talk. They used to talk to me, and whenever they were younger, but then as they got older, and all the lies kept going and kept going and kept going.
And they all choose to believe the lies.
And they all choose to believe the lies.
All 6 of them?
All 6 of them.
Okay, let's meet your son, David.
How could you even do that? How could you do that to a little boy? How could you do that to a little boy?
I did not do that to him.
Why did you drive him 30 miles to take him to the hospital? But you took him to the police station first while he was laying on the floor dying.
Because I wanted to make sure that they knew how long the bruises had been there, and so I wouldn't get accused of it.
That doesn't make any sense to me. You know all the beatings that I took because of your boyfriends? Do you remember those?
David,
do you remember the beatings?
David,
do you remember you knew I was getting beat?
No, I did not,
And you
David.
still didn't leave, just like you didn't leave when he was beating you. And after he slept with, you said you're just talk about my grandma like that? The one that raised me? She raised me.
I don't care if she raised you. She lied to you.
No, you were always gone.
No.
You were never home.
David, I was home.
Where was she?
Out driving a truck or chasing boys.
No, David, come on.
What do you mean? How many, Mom?
David, come on.
How many of your boyfriends beat my ass?
You tell me how many of them, because I don't know.
Every single one of them. And do you remember the time
Why didn't you call the law then?
Because I was like 5 or 7.
Wait.
The point is this.
He's a young kid, and you want him to call the police?
Why didn't you tell somebody at school what was going on?
Why didn't you do it?
No,
I didn't know what was going on.
No.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay. See, I'm going to just tell you right now, I got a lot of problems with everything you're saying, okay? You're telling me you didn't know any of these guys were beating your son?
That is not true.
He's lying?
Yes.
Why?
Because I would not watch
Your one son died from a beating.
I know it, but I would...
So you're telling me you don't believe that this guy got beat by one of the other losers you were dating?
They wouldn't do it around me.
So, okay. Why wouldn't they do it around you? Why wouldn't they do it?
Because after that, because I always would tell them, don't you lay a hand on my children.
Hey, did they ever leave bruises on you or marks?
There was one time that, I know I can't mention names, but
a guy,
right in front of her, he said, I will beat you up, and if you call the police on me, I'll beat you to death before the police get here. That's exactly what he said to me,
No.
right in
you
front
weren't
of
there?
her.
He's making it up.
David, that is not
Did she
true.
ever hit you?
I love you, David.
Did she ever hit
you? don't
you?
need to do that, David.
David, did she ever hit you?
There were times that my mom would come in off the road, being gone for 4 or 5 weeks. She would come up to me and she'd say, David, come here. And I would say, what, Mom? And she'd say, I'm gonna whoop you so your grandma doesn't. And she would whoop my ass. And then her and my grandma would get into it, and she would jump in her semi and leave.
Is he lying about that?
Yes.
You have all these kids. You don't have a relationship with any of
I
them.
did have a relationship with him
But
until
you don't.
1988.
You don't now. Why is that?
Because they were
The lies.
Because they were told the lies about Wayne.
So your kids believe everybody but Mom.
Yes, they do.
Okay. All right. You came here and you took a lie detector test. Did you at any time ever witness anyone cause injuries to your 3-year-old son, Wayman? You answered no. You did not tell the truth. Did you hit, strike, or punch your oldest son, Wayman, with force to cause bodily injuries? You answered no. You did not tell the truth. Did you flee the state because you were involved in the injuries and death?
Maybe I should do that to you.
No, back up.
But that would make me just as bad as you because you're a 70-year-old woman. Just like he was a 3-year-old boy.
Did you flee the state because you were involved in the injuries and death of your 3-year-old son? You answered no. You did not tell the truth. Do you really need a lie detector test for this story?
No way.
I said everything she was telling me, those things that she was saying made no sense, okay? You don't have to be a policeman or investigator to understand when something she's telling you doesn't make any sense, then it's not true. She's not telling the truth, okay? We don't need this to know that you are a liar. And this is the reason why you don't have a relationship with 6 of your kids. You probably did a lot of horrible over the years. You lied. You basically murdered your own son. And the whole thing about why you were so intent on going to the cops and not going to the hospital, you were more concerned about you getting off the hook to what you did to your son. You wanted to take all those pictures and tell that sheriff so they would paint the blame
You
on
think
the
Robert
other.
did not do this?
I think you did it.
I wasn't. I couldn't have done it.
Okay. I think maybe you did it together.
No.
You definitely covered up for him.
No.
Yeah. Yes. You did. You did.
They did an investigation until July the 4th.
I don't give a damn when they did it. You failed for hitting your son, watching him get beat, and you beat him. You did it.
You know, if I did that, I need to be punished.
Yeah. What do you want to say to your mother?
Don't ever darken my doorstep ever again.
Just so everybody watching understands this, to pass a lie detector test or fail, to pass you need a +3 or more, and to fail you need to fail a -3 or more. You were a -28. So, like, off the charts lying, okay? So I'm gonna give you a chance to tell the truth and say, yes, I beat my son.
I can't do that because I know I was not.
Okay.
I was at work.
And with that, I hope the police will reopen this case.
I do too.
And look at you, and with that, you can get the hell off my stage. Laurel says she's being stalked. It all started 3 years ago when a woman came to Laurel's home and claimed to be sleeping with her boyfriend, Kelvin. Kelvin admitted that he did cheat and promised to end the affair, but now Laurel says she's been getting nonstop messages and calls from this woman, and that this stalker has even driven by her relatives' homes. Laurel says the messages claim that this woman is still sleeping with Kelvin, but Kelvin says it's all lies. So you have a stalker?
Yes, Steve, I do. It's been going on for 3 years. And
3 years?
Yes, and I really want to put this to rest. It has caused me mental, physical, and emotional damage.
How did this woman come into your life?
Calvin brought her into my life. We were getting ready to go to the store one day. I come down the stairs to get into my car. He was outside talking to this woman. The woman asked me if I was dealing with him, if I went with him. I never said anything to her. I proceeded to get into my car. When he got into the car, I said something to him because that's who my loyalty lie with. And of course, it's just been lie after lie. He told my producers that he admitted to sleeping with her, but he never told me he slept with her.
So this was 3 years ago?
Yes. I just finished my nursing school 2 weeks ago. She was standing outside my house, told me everything I had on as I was proceeding to get into my cab to go to my last class.
So she actually is outside and she's peering in on you? And,
Yes.
Yeah. And Calvin is still sleeping with her?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because just before we came to the show, she screenshotted me all of his messages. He had told her that we were coming on the show, that I was going to look stupid because I was lying, that I was texting myself. I'm delusional. I'm crazy. And for the last 3 years, like literally, this is how he's been having me feel. It's like I'm the crazy one.
These are some of the texts that she sent you.
Yes.
Right? We, the other day, when you had his car, you told me he was leaving you. He had everything in his trunk. I told him to keep it there. I love him, but he's just a ray-ray to me. I give him some. I cleaned it up and send him his way. Yes, you fat, nasty, stinking hoe. Yo is too wide, and that's why you saying his little is good to me. We're taking the video to your P.O. ho. I'm coming for your car, so let be outside your house. I'm not scared of the police, bitch. You see my text, but I'm not going to reply because you scared. Fat ass girl, we laid up. He never going to leave me alone. Yeah, I know everything. He pillow talk, fatty.
Yep.
So he says that you send these messages to
Yes,
yourself.
he said these are all messages that I sent to myself.
Do you still want to be with Kelvin?
No,
No.
no.
So why are you here today?
Because I want closure for myself. He's ran my friends away from me. He's ran family away from me, really got them thinking I'm delusional and I text myself.
Now, he's hit your car due to fighting over this?
Yes.
What do you mean hit your car?
So when she first pulled up at my house, he told her, why are you pulling up at my job? I work here. That he's my PCW worker, that he's behind. And I told her, she sounds stupid to even believe that. I told him to leave that day then. He got in his Tahoe truck. I have a Chevy Cruze. So we know how big a Chevy Cruze is compared to a Tahoe.
Yeah.
He cornered me in and hit the side of my car with his truck because I told him to leave. So I let him stay, and it's still been lies and problems after problems.
But then you busted out his windows out of his car.
I did.
And you were put on probation.
Yes. He went and actually pressed charges on me and told them
The police put handcuffs on you?
Yes.
And what were you thinking when all that went down?
Okay, I bust them out. I'm going to jail.
No, but I mean, like, where am I at in my life? You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. Like maybe I need to get out of this.
Listen, Steve, I put him out. I promise y'all, I put him out, he comes right back. I sent him to jail, he comes right back. I go up to his job, slap him, he comes right back. I don't understand it. So I asked him, what do I really have to do? Because a real man, if you know you really don't want to be around me, you really don't love me like you say you do, a real man would get up and walk up out the door, Steve. A real man is not going to sit here and take a woman through the hurt and the pain that I went through. They're not. And then for you to say I'm delusional, I'm crazy, not to mention, I'm the one got him in the healthcare professional. When I met him, he was out here hustling. He's been working 3.5, 4 years now in the healthcare field because of me.
So this does hurt you.
Yes, a lot. I gave this man my all. I love this man. I didn't see nobody but Calvin. Never. I didn't see nobody but him.
Now, I'm told that he changed his phone number and he won't give you the new one.
Yes. That's the most hurtful thing in the world. We stay in the same house. And for her to have told him to change his number and she screenshot the message to me, I did exactly what you told me to do, baby. I changed my number and she don't have it. Not to remind you that I have health issues and he takes care of me. If something happened to me, I couldn't call him.
That's terrible.
I asked him on a daily basis, where did I go wrong at? So I won't have to go through this with you no more. And it's always lie after lie after lie.
Let's meet Calvin.
One thing I'm gonna tell you.
So you study telling them that I'm delusional. I'm
One
crazy.
thing I'ma tell you is this.
No, I ain't trying to hear that
Listen,
no more.
this
We're
what
not
I'm
even
finna
finna
tell
do the
you.
lies no more, Calvin.
me
We're not
talk.
doing
Let
that
me
no more.
talk. Can
Now
I
it's
talk?
my turn to talk.
Go ahead.
I listened to you long enough. I listened to you long enough. You got everybody believing I'm crazy. I'm delusional. Come on now. You know, I changed my number 3 or 4 times within 3 months.
Me too.
You gave her my number.
Okay.
You keep giving her my number.
Go ahead.
Then you sit up here like you innocent. We know you're not innocent.
Okay.
We're gonna prove that I'm not
You ain't gotta
delusional.
walk on me. Have a
I'm not
seat.
crazy. I'm
Okay.
not texting myself. We're gonna prove all this today.
Okay.
And then what you gonna say? I gave you ample times to come clean and tell me the truth. You couldn't even do that.
And then
you
you
had
said
me
that,
running around
and
everybody
then you
looking
said
crazy.
that I break in the house, that I'm with you. My
Come
name is
now.
on that lease too.
It don't matter. I
You only-
changed the locks.
It's not your
It
house.
don't matter. It was our house.
Who you
After
live
you
with
did
now?
what you did.
Who you live with now?
You had an affair with this woman, right? 3 years ago?
Yes, sir.
Now, you said you haven't slept with her in 3 years?
No, sir.
Haven't called her?
No, sir.
Haven't texted her?
No, sir.
Why would a woman constantly...
Delusional.
Hold on. Why would this woman constantly harass, harangue, stalk if you're not continuing to do something with her?
Just like her.
Steve, because he's lying. One
So,
day.
Hold on. So all the women in your life are crazy?
No, not all of them.
Well, but
They
the one
both
you
the
live
same.
with,
They both
the
the
one
same,
that you
Steve.
had an affair with, right?
Yes,
Do you love her?
I used to.
Why do you stay with
This-
her? Why do you stay?
Other all this little spice stuff that's going on, she got a good spirit. But other than that, all this dramatic stuff and all this, and you pulling up to my job.
Why do you stay? You're saying that she sends these messages to herself?
Steve, that's what I told her before.
Do you think that?
I don't know what she doing.
Do you think she sends these messages to herself?
Probably so. I couldn't tell you. They ain't me, so it got to be somebody else. It definitely ain't me. I'm not doing it.
She busted all the windows out on your car, right?
Yes, sir.
She went to jail.
Yes, sir.
She went on probation.
Yes, sir.
And that wasn't a clue enough to say, I shouldn't stay in the same house with this woman?
She's staying in the house with me.
Come on, man. Do we want to play semantics with,
No,
you know,
no,
who's
go
staying
ahead,
with-
go ahead.
You know what I mean? Like,
I know what you're saying.
If somebody was committing an act of violence against me, even
Yeah.
though it was windows and not me personally, I would kind of start sleeping with, you know, looking over my shoulder a little bit.
Right.
And at your age, do you want that in your life? I'd be like, no, man. Even in my 20s, I wouldn't want that. I would have left. Why don't you leave?
I mean, what choice did he have? Me breaking his windows after the fact of him hitting my car with his Tahoe.
But you said he has a job, right? You got him the job.
Exactly.
I
Why
painted
don't-
the car.
Why don't you
I
leave?
painted it.
Why don't you leave? Why do you stay? When's the last time you two were intimate with each other?
A couple of weeks ago.
Okay. You're still sleeping with her, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, what the hell? What the hell are you doing? Why are you here?
She called,
Why are you here?
and I'm here to prove my innocence.
That you didn't do anything
No,
for the
I
last
didn't
2
do
years.
none of these-
And if you pass, do you think that you can have a relationship or?
She got her friend keeps texting her or something like that.
Steve, we went to, let me just put this out there. So he wanted to go to counseling. Me being the woman that I am, want to save my relationship because I love this man. We went to counseling. He walked out on the counselor and told her, you just like the rest of them, you taking up for her. I'm not coming back no more. Everybody that encounter me, they taking up for me. But because I'm telling the truth.
Laurel, you came here and took a lie detector test, and we asked you, are you fabricating the story that the stalker woman Calvin cheated with is stalking you? You answered no. Are you fabricating the story that the stalker woman Calvin cheated with is still sending you text messages? You answered no. Are you pretending to be the stalker woman by sending messages to you, making it appear they're coming from her? You answered no. The results came back all the same, and it came back that Laurel told the truth.
Thank you. Thank you. That's all I wanted.
What's your reaction that she's telling the truth, that she's not sending the messages or?
I thought she was.
Yeah, but now that you know that this woman's tormenting her for 3 years, what's your reaction?
But I've been telling her that too.
He don't have nothing to say because he gave the woman my number.
Okay.
Have you talked to the woman you cheated on Laurel with in the past 3 years? He answered no. Have you seen the woman you cheated on Laurel with in the past 3 years? He answered no. Have you ever had physical sexual contact or acts with the woman in the past 3 years? He answered no. Have you had sexual intercourse with that woman in the past 3 years? He answered no. While in a relationship with Laurel, other than the stalker woman, have you engaged in any physical sexual acts or contact with any other woman? He answered no. While in a relationship with Laurel, other than the stalker woman, have you had sexual intercourse with any other woman? He answered no. The results came back all the same. And they came back that Calvin told the truth.
Get off me! Get off me! What is wrong with you? Yeah. What you got to say now? Appreciate you,
What
sir.
I got to say, I'm
Yeah,
a woman
what
before
you say?
anything.
Okay,
I'm
then.
a woman before anything.
Okay,
I
then.
apologize, and I
That's exactly what
told
I'm
you
saying.
if you
What you said
pass
up
it,
there,
I
you
told you.
don't do
I said I would
delusional.
sit there and be a
You
woman and
have sex with this
apologize.
woman.
But
He
you
doing
sat here and
this, he
said the same
stalking.
thing.
Come on
I never
now.
lied to you
Come
about
on
anything.
now.
I
Come
told
with
you
it.
that though.
Okay.
I never lied to you about anything.
Okay, me
I
either.
said I love you. Why would I be out here flaunting myself around?
Same
I
here.
just started talking to a
The
dude,
same here. Play with it.
and they all know about you.
Yeah, play with it. Play with it. What? He having sex with her. He having sex with her. Look at the Texas right here. Look what he doing. Look what he doing, y'all. Stop playing. Appreciate you, Steve.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
But
Yes.
I'm not.
Do you
It's
wanna
a
work
fight.
out?
I don't want to
Ask
fight by
about Ray
myself.
Ray.
Okay, I'm not going to ask about anything. Are you going
Ask about what?
Are you
Ray
going
Ray.
to? Are you going to work with her?
I don't know.
You
Ray
don't
Ray
know.
was you. That's what she was calling you.
I'm not Ray Ray.
Okay.
That's what she was
And I
calling
don't
you.
text nobody.
Okay.
Hear me? I understand what you said.
Yeah, but I mean,
but
you're,
I don't
you're
know,
still
man.
living together.
Gotta put my faith in
Maybe
him.
it'll work out.
I don't know. Maybe I put my faith in God and.
Thanks for coming on.
Oh yeah, you too, man. Appreciate you. I've been watching you for a long time, Steve, since Jerry Springer.
Thank you. Thanks very much. I've been hosting this show for the last 18 years. I've seen a lot, but some stories we've done still shock me. Today, we're looking back at some of the most shocking crime episodes, and Wendy's story hits the mark. At just 7 years old, she was kidnapped, raped, and left for dead. Wendy's attacker was charged with kidnapping, sexual battery, and attempted murder, but shockingly walked free. Did you remember who attacked you?
I did.
Yeah.
I told the police. We went back to the search party and the sheriff was there, and I told him then that that's who had did that to me. So there was no DNA swabs to do, any kind of DNA tests. So I feel like the sheriff's department failed me.
He was acquitted on all charges.
Yes.
Do you know why?
They said that my testimony seemed to be rehearsed and coerced, and
Even though there was physical evidence that you were...
they knew something had happened to me, and there was no doubt about that.
you had sustained serious injuries.
When I went to the hospital, the doctor said my esophagus was exposed. I had meat, bites, out of my body. Seriously, they knew something had happened to me and someone did something tragic to me.
A few years later, your family got word that this man, Parker, was arrested in the rape and murder of another little girl.
Yes. And I remember feeling just like, I couldn't protect her. But he did confess to me during her trial.
He confessed that he did this to you?
Yes.
Now, Parker was convicted in the rape and murder of an 11-year-old girl, Christy Ann Griffith, in 1984.
I've lived with a guilt and a shame that I wasn't able to help her in any way my whole entire life.
You tried.
I did, but I was
that's all you could do. It's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. The judicial system left you down. Now, well, today we have Christy Ann's sister, Connie, joining us.
Connie.
Dee.
I don't even know where you are, but I just want to hug you. I just hurts. It hurts. It really does. I'm sorry. If they would have just believed me, then she'd still be here.
This Parker was arrested and he was convicted of the crime of murdering your sister. Is that correct?
Yes.
And what finally happened to Parker?
He was tried and he was convicted. He was convicted of her murder.
Yeah. Now, am I correct in saying that he was executed?
He was lethal injection.
So listen, we wish the best for your family, peace, and like I said, I don't think you ever recover mentally or emotionally from that, but I certainly think that you're doing a wonderful thing for Wendy, because I think Wendy needs that.
Please don't let this be the last time we speak. I want a relationship.
That sounds really good.
Okay.
Well, at least... Jeremy didn't know he had a child by a one-night stand until he was arrested for the mother's murder. He called me to finally clear his name and prove once and for all that he was not a killer.
The day before my trial was scheduled to begin, my lawyers came to me and they told me that she was filing for dismissal in the case because 18 crucial pieces of evidence had been withheld from my lawyer. Each piece said physically that I was not a guilty party in this scenario.
But she got pregnant with your child.
Yes.
And you had no idea.
Absolutely none whatsoever.
When did you find out that she had your baby?
The police came to me, and the police, when like I said, on the like 3 days after she was murdered, when I get to the police station, the FBI sits before me. So I'm like, and they begin to question me on a murder. I'm like, man, they're saying that the victim has a baby by me. And they said, would you be willing to take a DNA test to clear your name in this scenario? I said, absolutely. There was DNA found under her nails that did not match me.
And now somebody else is in prison for the murder of Jessica, but people still believe that you did it. Why?
I'm gonna tell you why they believe I did it. Because I was the one that was originally charged with the murder. 7.5 years go by, they charge him.
But you want to completely clear your name because you want a relationship with
my
the son
That's the purpose
that you
for
never
being
met.
Right, that's my purpose for being on the show.
I don't care what you say, Jeremy. The evidence that I have leads to you, son.
Yeah.
Now, you can come out here and tell these people all you want to tell them.
The camera gonna prove the truth,
look,
bro.
I don't care.
I ain't never been
Look, I ain't said nothing about that.
What are you talking about then?
The evidence that I've collected.
Did you cause Jessica's death? You answered no. Did you participate in any way in Jessica's death? You answered no. The results of your lie detector tests, all the results came back the same, and they came back that Jeremy told the truth. This next story takes us back to the early days of my show. Over 13 years ago, Mona was here and furious that her ex, Roger, was a 35-year-old man dating her teenage daughter, Mindy. But the most shocking part of this twisted story is that Roger was accused of molesting Mindy years prior when she was just 4 years old. Take a look at this.
I'm disgusted. My niece is dating her stepfather. My sister was with him for 14 years, and they have children together. And he was horrible to her and abusive to her.
I'm told that he told you a few weeks ago that he's only with your niece because she reminds him of her mother.
Correct. He's seeking revenge against my sister. He wants my sister back so bad that he's willing to go the route to date his stepdaughter.
How did you find out he may have molested her?
The Child Protection Services had got the report from her as a child, that's when she had stated to them. They had took her to the hospital, and her private parts were swollen and red. And she immediately had told them that he had done that to her.
You said that Mindy does everything just like Mona did.
No,
you
I didn't
tell
you
me that.
I ain't
When we was
talked to
at
you
the
since
bar, you told me this.
Whatever.
And that's why you're doing it, to get revenge against
whatever.
my sister.
I'm not.
You really don't love Mindy. It's
Whatever.
all just a game that you got playing to bother my
You're just
sister and
saying
seek
that because
revenge.
you don't want me with her.
Don't you have something inside you that, you know, the alarm goes off? Oh yeah, maybe I'm attracted to this person, but
The only
you know
thing
what?
is the kids, that's it.
And what is with the kids?
That they're
Related.
Right.
So your kids come to you and say, hey, you're sleeping with Mindy, that's our sister. Did you molest her when she was 4 years old?
No.
Why were you accused of molesting her?
Why was I accused? Because I don't know why I was accused, but they never told me. They never told me when I was younger. They never told me all this time. This now just came out.
But there was a report done saying that she
Not that I've
sustained-
seen it. I never seen no reports.
Well, you never seen it, but you know there's one there, right? You've been
No,
told?
I didn't. Nobody told me nothing
Never?
besides now. Never.
Wow.
You're a molester, a pedophile. How
Whatever.
dare you be with my daughter? You will not leave this show with
Right.
you. You understand me?
Whatever.
No, over my dead body, will you leave this show with my daughter?
Let's bring out your daughter and your lover, who's sister to your children.
Mindy, I'm here to stop this. Mindy, I do not want you with him. You're not leaving the show with him.
Doesn't matter. I'm
Yes,
going
it
to
does
be
matter.
with him.
You are not leaving the show
I'm going
with
to be
him.
with him. I love
Mindy.
him, and I'm going to be with him. I don't care what you say.
If he fails this lie detector test about whether or not he molested you, would that change your feelings about him?
Yes,
I mean,
it would change my mind.
and would you immediately stop seeing him if he
Yes,
molested
but
you?
I know he didn't do it.
Okay, fair enough. I want to hear from you. You're Sylvia, right?
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about your niece dating Roger?
She is a grown adult, and she can do whatever she wants to do. I don't think it's going to work out, and if it don't, then she will learn her lesson. But until then, leave them alone.
Leave him alone.
That's
okay.
right.
Sweet.
Leave them
Come on.
alone. I took her other man, and we
Yeah,
got
we
4
have kids
children
together.
together. But you want to know why I don't give It's all right.
She was. Okay.
Go hug sickness, that's what.
You two were married at one time.
No, we wasn't. Never.
Well, you had
Never
children
married.
together.
We was
Yes.
together
You weren't
5
together.
years.
Yes.
But then you're with him though?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And you two are sisters?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have children together?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We have 4.
So your kids and your kids are cousins and brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That's right.
Roger, you were asked, do you still have romantic feelings for Mona? You answered no, and the results for that question is you told the truth.
There's one of them. Let's get them all out of here.
Question number 2. Did you have sexual physical contact with Mindy as an adult prior to 2 weeks ago? You answered no. You told the truth. Did you tell Selena that you are with Mindy because she reminds you of Mona? Did you tell Selena if you were with Mindy because she reminds you of Mona? You answered no. The results for that question is you did not tell the truth. Did you ever sexually molest Mindy when she was a child? He answered no. The results for that question is he did not tell the truth.
I think it's.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Okay, everybody be quiet.
That's
I
a
want
lie.
you shut up now. I want you to look at him and I want you to tell me. Are you, and listen, I'm gonna get you help regardless of whatever decision you make.
I'll take it again. Well,
Shut up. He's only a man that you've only been with 2 weeks. He's just a man, like we all are. And you're a young woman with your whole life ahead of you, and you could be with, I'm sure, a lot of nice guys out there that aren't dysfunctional, that aren't all screwed up, that would love to start a family with you and have a nice, normal family. I promise you that if you ever stayed with him, you will never have that. All you will have is drama, hurt, disappointment, sadness in your life if you stay with this man. People have failed you. I'm not going to fail you. So, but I want to know, are you going to walk out that door with me and let's go get you help right now? Or are you going to go out that door with Roger? And I really want you to go out this door with me.
Mindy, I've never.
No, I don't want anybody else talking right now. Do you want to go out the door with me and go and let's start getting you help? Or do you want to go out the door with Roger? Please come with me. Please come with me. I don't want nothing from you. I want the best for you and I want nothing in return. Everybody here wants something of you. I want nothing but the best for you. Come with me. What's your decision?
I'm coming with you.
Israel and Kadara have only been together for 10 months, but he says she is the woman he wants to spend his life with. That is if she can prove to him that she's not sneaking around with other men behind his back. But according to Kadara, Israel is getting too close to another woman he met playing Fortnite. He thinks that you openly flirt with his friends.
Yeah.
Do
it's
you?
like, no, he be right there when I be doing it too. It's weird to me. Like, how you...
Yeah, but you could flirt with him being there.
So?
Do you?
No. All I did was call a man beautiful, almighty fine. He was right there.
You call
his
the man
friends.
beautiful and he's mighty fine?
Almighty fine, yep.
And that's not flirting?
No. No.
Okay. You're 23 and you guys like live together or?
Something like that, like...
Yeah, it sounds like you spend a lot of time together.
I do,
And it sounds
24/7.
like this like old couple relationship, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so why do you want that?
Because I love him, and I don't see myself with nobody else but Israel.
Yeah.
I do love him, though, now, like, for real, for real.
Yeah.
But all he does is just play the game, and that's why I left.
But so, like, when I look back at my life and I think of my 20s, I never was home. I mean, honestly, I never was home. I was out working, hustling, and when I did have free time, I wanted to be out, meeting people, doing things. The only time I went back to my apartment was to sleep.
You know what's crazy? Like, he wasn't like this before. When I met him, when we was working security with each other, it was never like that. He was never on the game or anything like that. He started slacking off and being lazy after a while. To me. I don't know, to me, but like, he was never like this before, so I ain't gonna sit here and
So you're not
downplay him
cheating
like that.
on him?
Hell no.
But he thinks that you cheat on him.
Because I called a man beautiful, almighty fine, yeah.
Do you think he's cheating on you?
Not physically, but virtually, yes.
Yeah. How do you know?
Because I heard her voice many times. She got her phone number, all that.
He recently left for 2 weeks, right?
No, I recently left for 2 weeks.
Oh, you left, and then you came back and you found text messages.
Yeah, he a hoe.
What's that?
He a hoe.
He a hoe.
He a hoe.
But this is the man you love.
Yeah.
You love a hoe.
I love.
What if he fails?
You gonna see.
Wait, let me see who's working security.
Nah, if he fails though, if he fails, he's done.
All right, let's meet Israel.
Which one coming out?
Nah, that's crazy. Like, you doing this? I've been faithful for you since day one, though. Word of my mother. I ain't never played games with you since day one. Now you gon' come on. Don't try to flip the script because I brought you out here. Don't do that. She's talking about a game, bro. A game.
I literally told Steve, I literally just said, you was not like this until you started playing the game. You started doing this recently, sir.
Still, but I ain't do nothing wrong, though. I know that. I'm going to pass this test with flying colors.
I hope you do.
It's about you, though. It's all about you.
I know it's about me because you brought me on Steve. But at the end of the day, you're mad because I called a man beautiful, almighty fine.
That's crazy, though. That's not crazy to you?
No.
It's like you flirting with
You sat there and waited till I left Connecticut. You sat there and waited till I left Connecticut to sit here and hit these girls up. Steve, you can show the messages again?
She just said she left
You're
you.
a hoe.
Like, what did I do wrong? Like, I was bored.
You're a hoe.
I'm bored.
She left
No, you heard that, y'all?
Yeah.
He's bored. Oh.
I never linked nobody. I ain't never linked nobody.
No. I mean,
Yo, listen though. She was calling my man's beautiful and fine.
How many times you gonna say? I said it like 3 times.
In my face. So if I wasn't around, what would you do?
Nothing.
That's how I'm looking at it. Like, what if I left the crib? I got lit one day, passed out. He in the crib.
I've been around your mans.
He mighty fine though.
I've been around your mans before. You know that. I would never do anything with your mans, boy. You look way better than your peoples.
Nah, we not doing that. Nah.
But you've been with her for a while and you love her.
Yeah, that's
What do you love about her?
Everything.
What's
The heart,
everything?
The heart, the soul, the mind, the aggressiveness, all that. And it's more, but I don't want to talk about that right now.
No, I understand. But you do think that she fools around on you?
Yeah, I got a feeling. Like I got a feeling she loyal, but I got a stronger feeling that she probably
So you feel like I'm cheating on you physically?
Yeah, we gonna find out. Like,
I don't need to find out if I am. I want to see if you cheating on me, boy.
What about this woman that you met playing Fortnite?
Oh yeah, nah, I don't really know her like that. I don't. I met her on the game and we just been playing the game together. That's it.
You're 26, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're wasting a lot of time?
Playing the game?
Yeah.
Nah, I feel like I'm perfecting my craft. I can make money off that one
hear
day.
this boy?
I don't think there's anything wrong with playing the game, as long as you got other stuff going on. You know what I mean?
I don't play games though. I don't. I'm not a. Look, I'm not a gamer though. I don't play games, but I just started playing the game because she was telling me. She basically begged me to play the game.
If I tell you jump off the roof, you gonna jump off the roof?
If I got a parachute, it's different.
So you.
Ain't about to, yeah.
Do you cheat on her?
Nah, never cheated on
Never.
her. Nah, never thought of it.
You ever thought about cheating on me?
Nah. Never. Never in my life.
Oh, your sister, she's here?
Who?
Your sister, right? You know she's there, right?
Yeah.
All right. She made us a tape. Let's watch that.
My brother has never had a long-term relationship before. He never really kept a girlfriend for too long. He always cheated on every girlfriend that he had. I know for a fact that my brother has been cheating on Kadara, and I know over the summer that he cheated on Kadara with one of her friends. I know this because 2 of our told us they were there, that Izzy slept with Kadara's friend. I was honestly shocked because Kadara is a good girl, and I know that Izzy loves her. However, he's just not faithful. and I was definitely surprised. I was upset at my brother because I like Kadara, and she's been nothing but good to him, and I thought that he would be good to her as well, but learning that he cheated on her, I feel like it's just typical. I feel like Kadara needs to know that my brother is a cheater. Steve, my brother told me that he was gonna beat the test by controlling his breathing. He looked up ways online how to beat a lie detector test, and I told him that was wrong of him. I felt like it was important for them to come here because I know that Kadara has in the back of her head that my brother has been not faithful to her. She calls me, she confided in me, and you know what? I'm here to set the record straight that my brother has been cheating on her.
Let's bring out your sister, Chrissy.
I gotta move the chair out for this one. Cause.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Chrissy.
Never did you ever just say that.
Izzy, just tell her the truth.
What's the truth? He got the truth in his hand.
Let me tell you something. I like Kadara, and I like them together. I love my brother. I love Kadara. I like them together. I don't want them to break up, but at the same time, be real with her.
No.
She called me. She be calling me. She be confiding in me, and she calls me, confiding in me, and I feel like it's only right if you tell her the truth.
Now, when you found out you were all coming here, he told you that he's going to study up on how to beat the lie detector.
He told me that.
You did that?
He told me that. He was like, I'm going to control my breathing, and that way I'll pass. And I was like, no, you're not. You can try.
Did you ask, well, if you've never cheated, why would you have to try to beat the lie detector test?
Yeah, I asked him that. He couldn't come up with an answer, but you know what's crazy? The same friend he's accusing her of trying to sleep with, that friend be helping him cheat too.
She's not lying at all.
Yo, that's crazy.
Because that friend be cheating on his girl.
And that's why I don't like your friend.
Did you look up how to beat a lie detector test?
Nah, I ain't never do that. I go answer right now. You want to take a test real quick? I'll go do it.
Well, you already took it.
And I ain't gonna lie, Kadar, you ain't innocent either because first of all, you told me that your test was gonna come back inconclusive. I said, why would you want your test to come back inconclusive if you not cheating?
Oh yeah.
That don't make sense to
me.
me.
What did she say?
She told me that her test is gonna come back inconclusive. She want her test to come back inconclusive, and I'm like, why if you're not cheating?
Because he a hoe. At least we could both leave the stage together from a new, the stage together with a new
So you
clean
both
slate.
cheated?
Nah,
Right.
I ain't
It's
cheating.
not making
How
sense
you
to
gonna
me.
diagnose me? Like,
I don't
you
know.
what I'm doing.
Y'all just listening to what she's saying.
You the one tell me that.
We don't know. They don't know what I said.
If it's inconclusive, you fail. That's it.
And what about you? You
gonna
already
see.
failed.
You about to see. You about to see.
You passed your lie detector
Ace.
test.
Ace. I was a little nervous though, but ace.
Kadara is up first, and we asked her, have you been having sexually explicit conversations with other men behind Israel's back? You answered no. While in a relationship with Israel, have you had sexual contact with any other men besides him? You answered no. While in a relationship with Israel, have you had sexual intercourse with any other men besides him? You answered no. The results came back all the same, and it came back that Kadara told the truth.
We listen and we don't judge. Yeah. You gotta take a test now. You gotta take a test. Now you gotta take a test now. Now you gotta take a test.
Okay.
I want my TC conclusive.
No. It's because what you told me, but you know, I have faith in you. Girl,
I respect it. I respect
See,
it.
he never even gave me a hug. My sister did, right? Yeah, you a hoe.
Cause you talking crazy. Like, you scared me.
You scared yourself. I passed.
I can't get a hug though.
Why?
Don't be hugging until the results come.
You supposed to give me a hug.
Listen.
I could at least get a half hug.
You gotta wait.
Not a half.
No.
Israel came here and took a lie detector test.
Damn.
While in a relationship with Kadara, have you had sexual intercourse with any other woman besides her? He answered no. While in a relationship with Kadara, have you had sexual contact with any other woman besides her? He answered no. Have you ever had sexually explicit conversations with the woman you play Fortnite with? He answered no. His results came back inconclusive due. Inconclusive due to countermeasures attempted.
And you brought me on the show. You over here talking about my come out the conclusions yours did.
From what I was told, he was in there, he was trying to change his breathing, doing all kind of crazy stuff. So she said, I can't get a result because he's trying to beat the test.
That's crazy. But he said it already.
Nah, it was crazy though, because they said this. They said, is this 2024? I said yes.
You, sir, you looked up. You looked up, and I believe your sister, you looked up how to beat a lie detector test.
Steven about to throw me off the stage.
You
I ain't got
came
no reason to
here,
lie.
and you tried to do it, and you got caught.
You can't beat it, though. You can't beat it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, Steve, can you take another one?
You messed up for that.
You willing to take another one?
Okay.
You willing to take another one?
No, because listen, your sister's here and saying, hey, he cheated with one of your friends.
Damn, but I
You
wanna
know, she says he came here to try to beat the test. So that points all to he is not faithful
You brought me on this show for what?
Yo,
Gonna make a
Tyler,
clown
did I
out
tell you that though,
yourself?
for real?
Okay, what do you do?
You told me that.
She gone. Good luck. Shaniqua and John hooked up after meeting on Facebook dating. And one wild weekend later, she ended up pregnant. John insists he's not the only possible dad. But here's the twist. Shaniqua is hoping that the baby isn't his, and she says she would be crushed if John turned out to be the father.
She does want me to be the father of that child. I mean, she just called me a couple days ago, you know, on the phone, just going through it, crying, saying, I just want you to be the father of my child. I hope it's yours, and I don't want it to be anybody else's, because I like you, John. I like you. So, and actually, my girl actually had recorded on her phone her saying these
Your
things.
girlfriend?
Yeah.
Who's not Shaniqua?
Right. Right, so, you know, yeah.
Why were you having sex with Shaniqua if you got a girlfriend?
Well, at the time, we were not together.
Oh, you were broken.
And we had split up. We had
On a
broke
break.
Up. On a break, yeah, break. You know, sometimes
Yeah.
it gets like that. You know, we corresponded on the app a couple times. So she came to Cleveland, and I kind of got catfished, D.
What do you mean you got catfished?
She wasn't what I thought she was in those pictures. I mean, she's cute. She's a beautiful girl. She's not ugly by any means, but she didn't really have what I thought she had.
What did you think she had?
Thought she had a little bump back there, you know, a little.
Oh, she didn't have enough ass for you?
Yeah, it's not that. It wasn't the way I like it, you know.
Oh, well, how do you like it?
I like them round.
And what was hers, flat?
Yeah, like a pizza box, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't like that, you know. I'm not really. I mean, you know, not trying to be, you know, funny, but yeah, it's
it
not.
didn't hold you back.
After a few drinks,
Yeah,
Steve,
yeah.
you know, you really don't. Alcohol is not.
So then she goes home?
Yeah, she goes home.
Do you stay in touch with her?
I started to distance myself a little because I didn't want to mislead her. I didn't want to.
Because you weren't that into it.
I wasn't that into it.
So she calls you up one day and says,
yeah, like a month later.
hey, John.
Yeah.
I got big spots for you.
Yeah, yeah.
And what was your reaction when she says, I'm pregnant?
Well, she said, guess what? I'm like, what? She's like, I'm pregnant. I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, and I'm keeping it. I said, okay. You know, so, I mean, I was fine with it, but I asked her, like, is there a possibility, is there another father involved? And she said, well, yes, it's this other guy I was seeing while I was while I was there to see you, and it could be his child. And I'm like, wow. So as I'm speaking to her about this other guy, you know, come to find out, he already has 11 kids.
Yeah. And how many do you have?
2.
2. All right, so
yeah.
You're an amateur compared to that guy.
Yeah.
Now, if she is your daughter, could you see yourself being in a relationship with Shaniqua?
No.
No, not at all.
No, we're not compatible. I don't think we're.
What if she had a butt implant?
Oh, no. No, it's a little more than that, Steve.
Let's meet Shaniqua.
Bitch, you gonna come out here and talking all these lies. Don't play with me.
No, you
and I
come out
told you,
lying
like,
to me.
don't play with me about my
we're
kid.
not gonna do
I will
that.
smack out of you up here. Don't play with me.
No.
Don't play with me, bitch. You wanna talk about my kid like that?
about
Don't play with me and
I
don't play.
told you that.
I ain't
I told you that.
What?
Don't swear.
You cannot. Okay.
Don't
Whatever.
touch your language.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
You brought me on
and
here
it's
to do
just
this?
like that. Yeah, just
No,
like that.
the
Why
most
would you
important
bring a
thing is-
bitch down
the
here?
most important
Why
thing-
would you bring a bitch down here when I asked you not to? And why do you keep
What does
lying?
that have to do with us and what's going on?
Exactly. Exactly what
So
I'm
why are
saying.
you
Why
worried
is
about
she
that?
here?
Why are you worried
Why
about that?
is she here?
We're
I
here
told
for
you
a
not.
DNA
Listen,
test.
I
We're
told
here
you
for a
not to
DNA
bring.
test.
I told you
We're
not to
for a
bring the
DNA
down
test.
here, or it was going to be a problem, and you
DNA
still brought
test.
down here. You want some weird?
Why are you
We're talking
worried
about
about
some
that? Why are you worried about
catfishing,
that?
and ain't got no ass.
Why are you worried about
Ain't got no ass, bitch, and you finished. You're little. It's we
That's
had
why
sex
you-
2 times,
that's
and
why
I
you
never
drove out
came
there
back.
again to see
I
me
never
again?
came back. I came to the hospital to see you because you got shot.
You're a damn
You
liar.
got shot.
You're a damn liar.
You got
So-
shot.
so
I
why
came to
you
come see you
me?
because of that.
Why you come
I
see
done
me?
been to
Why you
Cleveland.
come see me?
I done been.
Why you
I
come
done
see
been
me?
because you got shot. You might be the father of my child.
If I'm someone that you don't want to be with or you
You
want
might
to
be
talk
the
to.
father of my child. Out of this whole year, I only
No.
saw you 2 times. I never came back to see you, and you asked me a whole
Oh,
bunch of
you
times.
wanted to come
You
back and see
asked
me.
So you didn't
You came
just
back in the
okay.
city
So you
twice.
didn't just ask me like a week
You
ago
came to
if
the
my
city
baby
twice.
was yours, that you wanted to be together or try to work on a relationship.
Oh no.
You didn't ask.
Oh no.
Well, Steve got some.
Oh
you-
no.
you
When
got
we
the lie
the
detector.
way
You
that
got
we
the lie
did the way that we
Yeah.
did that
He
right
got
there.
the lie
The way that I was
detector
saying that.
test. He got the lie detector test.
Listen. Let me
Talking
finish.
about you ain't finished. You the only.
Finish.
You're
Let
the
me-
only one.
let
You're the
me
only
finish.
one who.
Can I
You're the
speak?
only one who. You're the only one who.
Can I speak?
Like, ugh.
Can I speak?
You've been cheated
first
on.
of all-
It's a pattern.
First of all-
It's a pattern.
First of all-
It's a pattern.
Let him talk.
First of all,
Go ahead. Say what you want to say.
you didn't even listen. First of all, you didn't even need to come back to Cleveland that second night since you didn't want to see
Second
me.
night.
You
Second
came
night.
back 2 days in
I
a row.
spent 3 weeks.
You came back 2
Listen,
days in a row.
I spent 3 weeks
But
in Cleveland.
the
I saw
most
you.
important thing
out of 21
is-
days, I saw
well,
you for
we
those
need to-
2 days and been with the other
That's
man
why-
that whole time.
That's
I never
why
seen
we need
you.
to see now if
I
this
never
is my
seen you.
child, so we can move
Yeah,
on with this.
yeah, because I'm
And that way you ain't got to
I
bother
want
with
to
me
cut ties
anymore.
with this man.
And that way-
I need to cut ties with
You-
him.
yeah.
Okay,
And then you messing with a 24-year-old girl. You told me about this 24-year-old girl.
What 24-year-old
Last year,
girl? Who was
the
24?
girl,
Okay.
ain't
You know
your
what?
girlfriend
Take him- just
24?
take him backstage.
No.
I'll
Ain't she
bring it back
24?
out. I'll bring it back out.
No.
You need to, he is
Hey, do not-
disgusting.
And so you find John, right? John
Yeah,
reaches out to
yeah,
you.
he was cool.
Yeah.
We talked for like 4 weeks, and I
So
went up
you
there.
then drive to Cleveland,
we
and you
went to
had
that.
some fun.
Yeah, we had fun.
Yeah.
Well, I had fun partying and drinking, but the sexual part, I didn't have fun with that.
The sex
that's why I
wasn't-
never. Yeah, that's why I never went back.
The sex wasn't great.
No.
Okay.
I found somebody else, Steve.
But
I
it
was there to have fun.
But it was decent enough to have twice.
No. The first time I was drunk, and I kind of like don't remember, so I gave it another try the second time, and then I was
Sober.
like, yeah, I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not
Sober
doing this.
Shaniqua.
Yeah, I can't
Okay.
commit to this.
Okay. So then you, at some point, you go back home,
Yeah,
and you find out you're pregnant.
yeah, like a month later. Yeah,
And what was that like? Were you happy?
I was happy.
Is this your first child?
Yeah, it's my first baby. I'm
Yeah.
age 32. Yeah, so I was happy about that. Yeah.
So you're happy. You're finally going to be a mom, and you called John. And how did he take it?
He wasn't really sad about it or mad about it. He just was like, okay.
What about
I'll
the
take
other
care
guy?
of mine.
Did you tell
He
him
was
other
like,
guy?
he was the same way. He was like, okay, I'll take care of my child.
So nobody was really excited.
Not really excited because
Yeah.
he wasn't like that. No.
Who do you want to be the dad?
Definitely not him. I really picked the other
Definitely
guy.
not John.
Yeah, because I don't got time for this. Like, not for
Are
18
you
years.
saying it because you found out John's girlfriend is here?
No. I'm not saying that because of that. I'm just saying it because he keeps lying. Like, I don't know if I could trust him or not. And it's just a whole bunch of
See,
stuff
I was
going on.
told that when you got here, you wanted John to be the father.
Yeah, I did, because I thought we was cool and stuff, but the more lies I keep finding out about him and stuff like that, it's making me feel like I can't trust him. Like, I don't know the situation with his girlfriend. I don't have a problem that he got a girlfriend because I don't want him like that, you know?
So if it turns out John is the father, say the DNA test comes back and he is the father, no chance that you two would end up in a relationship.
After I found out that his piece was little, I never wanted him anyway. We're done. I can't commit to that.
Come on, how is that true?
Steve, it's true. Like, I never went back up there. I didn't been up there to see the other man. His piece wasn't little. I didn't went up there, and I never called. I never called John.
When we say little, what are we talking here?
4 inches, 4.5, 5 inches. Yeah, I can't commit to
Honestly,
that. No.
I think I just read an article. I think that's average.
Well, that's too low for me. That's too little for me. He never told me that he was in a relationship with this girl.
Well, let's bring her out. Here's Maisha. Just get up there.
I'm letting you know, don't put your hands on me like
Look,
you did
girl,
John.
I'm not even
I ain't
worried
one of
about
those.
you. You don't even have nothing to do with this. This is
That's
between
okay.
me and John.
I understand
This is
that.
between me and John, for real, for real. This don't have nothing to do with you. But what's the stuff about?
But you gotta be more mature. You coming out here putting your hands on my man, that's what you should not be doing.
Okay,
And
so
for me to be
but there's still something down
25,
here.
I have way more class,
Man,
and way more
whatever,
maturity
girl,
than that.
listen.
Wouldn't you want a young man that doesn't have all these children with all these different women that, you know...
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I've always been attracted to older dudes. I mean, it's just who I am.
How about
But
an
the
older
time-
dude that doesn't have all these kids and all these different moms that you will have to deal with at some point is what I'm
Of
saying.
course. I mean, I know his other two baby moms and his children.
You get along
And I
with
love
them?
his, actually, we have a good relationship, he and his kids. And
Well,
his
let's
other
bring
baby
John back out.
moms. Yeah. Can I sit down? Yes, ma'am. Yeah, 'cause I'm not one of those.
Yeah, and I'm not one of those. They're a bitch. Sitting there getting cheated on. Huh. That's ridiculous.
Is there anything you want to say to
That's
John?
applaud. Oh my God.
Oh, John already knows what's going on.
Yeah, but we don't. We like you to hear it, to say to John.
Oh, okay. Well, at the end of the day, John, I already told you, if you and Shaniqua, if this is your daughter, I mean, I know you always wanted a daughter, so that's why it would be a blessing at the same time, because he always said he always wanted
You're
one.
saying it would be over between you and John?
Yes, it would be, because if that's his daughter, I don't think I would want extra children. Like, I don't have any, so I already accepted his two sons. I love them dearly. But another baby mom and another baby,
Yeah.
and she's only, 3 months, I believe? But it's like, I don't think I would want another child in my life at the same time.
Did John say to you, why don't you and the baby move up here so I can take care of y'all? You answered yes. In the past 4 months, has John ever asked you to work on a relationship if your daughter is his child? You answered yes. In the past 3 weeks, has John ever asked you to work on a relationship if your daughter is his child? You answered yes. The results came back all the same, and it came back that Shaniqua told the truth. What's your reaction?
Typical.
That
is my reaction.
No, I never denied actually saying it. It's just the way that I said it. I said it more in a way of like lighthearting the situation because she likes to get aggressive and like to get out of character. So
you didn't mean it?
No, I didn't mean it. I was kind of sarcastic and at the same time just kind of like trying to deviate the situation. So that's what I was doing really. It wasn't that serious. It wasn't that deep.
All right, Shaniqua, this is the big one. Yeah. This is what's important.
Okay.
Will you be tied at the hip for the rest of your lives over this little, beautiful little girl?
No.
Right? Well, if he's the father, you will be.
No, I don't have to deal with him.
You will be tied with him.
I can't deal with him.
You say that, but you will.
Please, Steve, just read the results. It's making me stressed out. I feel like I'm about to pass out.
Yeah. Results,
I don't want nothing to do with him.
I want to hear these.
John, you came here and took a DNA test, and that DNA test result is that you are the father of Shaniqua's 4-month-old daughter.
4 inches was enough, Steve. Oh my God. I believe 4 inches was enough, though. Now you want to run
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. No.
Where she's standing right now, I have no idea. I've never been back there.
One night.
You didn't
one
talk to me.
I tell you.
You didn't talk to me on stage in front of national TV, and that's your daughter, you.
I know.
Oh, no.
It's your daughter.
Okay then.
I'm
okay. And I'm gonna take care of my
I
daughter
gotta
too.
go. Like I can't deal with him. I can't deal with this situation. You done talk.
But
You talked stuff on me on national TV, and now I'm your whole baby's mom. This is your daughter.
Okay.
Please.
So now you're in a situation where she is the mother of your daughter. You have 2 sons already. Now you got a daughter, which is really special. I mean, I have a daughter. It's great. Now you have a daughter, and she's the mother.
All right, well, I got to do what I got to do, Steve. It's nothing bad about that. I'll take care of my daughter.
Well, when you say there's nothing bad about it, it's kind of bad. Your daughter is not gonna be raised in a house where she's got mom and dad, right? That's a bad thing.
Right, it is.
Died twice.
Okay.
4 inches
Hey,
wasn't just
hey,
the
John,
dove. That's
John,
the part
John,
that's
come with
killing
me.
me. Like,
I just want to go.
I don't deal with this. I don't want to deal with this.
Man, Steve,
Talk right
this is
here.
ridiculous.
Can we talk right here?
Steve, I almost died twice.
But
Like,
this is
man.
okay. But you can't run from this.
Man.
Over here, Shaniqua, come here. Come here, Shaniqua.
I want to go home. I
You're
just wanna go
going. You're
home.
going to. But this
I
is
don't
your
wanna-
daughter. This is your daughter's father.
No.
Really?
No.
Well, it is.
No. I just want to go home.
Okay. So what can you two say to each other?
I don't got
Not-
nothing to say to him. He
well,
just embarrassed me on national TV, said all this stuff, talk stuff on me.
Okay, but now
like, no.
what do you do from this point on, knowing that she's the mother of your child? What do you want to say to her?
Just want to say I'll be there for our child.
Okay, can I go?
Be there for our,
You don't want to find
child.
out the
No.
plan here?
No,
What about your little girl when she says, I want my dad?
I don't know. I have to figure out something.
Would you allow John to be in your daughter's life?
I don't know.
But you're going to have to deal with John on some level.
I don't think I want to.
I'll be there for my daughter. I will be there and take care of my daughter and raise my daughter.
I just want to.
Just like I take care of my two boys.
There's
now.
nothing you want to say to John?
No, there's nothing we got to say. He embarrassed me on national TV. I'm like, my daughter's gonna look at this. Like, I gotta go.
All right, good luck
I just want to
you,
go.
Shaniqua.
Thank you, Steve.
All right,
Nice
nice
meeting
meeting you.
you.
Good luck to you.
All right, thank
And
you.
John, I hope, I'm sure you'll do the right thing.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
good
I'll
luck to you.
All right.
Take care.